Okay, here we got couples with a large age gap. Truth or drink? Cut.
Between us, who's going to die first?
All right. I mean, what if you got like a 20-year age gap? It's tough. I mean,
Who
yeah.
are you and how do you know each other?
I'm Katie,
I'm Tim.
and we're married.
I'm
Damn, he got
Morgan,
some hairy
and
ass
this is
arms.
Cher.
I'm Katie,
Damn.
I'm Tim.
and we're married.
I'm Morgan, and this is Cher, and that's my girlfriend.
I'm Pamela.
I'm MJ.
How long have you
Okay.
been together?
12 years.
3
Damn.
years.
That's crazy.
What are your ages?
I'm 55.
I am 27.
I'm 27.
Oh shit!
45.
Wait. I thought she was like 30 something.
I'm 55.
I am 27.
I'm 27.
I'm 45.
Damn. Damn.
Wants to go first?
You could go first.
How do they
good
meet
plan.
and stuff? Like, maybe we'll find out.
When we first met, were you just trying
Oh,
to
W?
hook up? Or were you looking for something serious?
Definitely just trying to hook up.
Probably just trying to hook up.
Me too.
I was exiting
Okay.
a long-term relationship that was not great, so I guess the hookup is the next step.
Yeah, we hung out a lot first.
We met as just friends, and then it progressed towards the end. But ultimately, I was looking for my person. So
What are your ages?
I'm 30.
And I just turned 58.
How did you two meet?
Okay.
I dated her best friend, who also happens to be her ex.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You met on
How does that work?
It
Honestly.
was kind of goofy, but yeah.
They met at
through
work?
Relatives. My daughter's dad is
Wait.
cousins with him. So
Wait.
or-
Your daughter's dad, so your baby daddy, is cousins. So you're dating your baby dad's cousin. So that means, all right.
two
Yeah,
girls
that's
are like sister cousins.
okay.
Are you
All right.
still with your cousin?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're great.
You found out he was mad at first, he got over it, and everybody's happy.
That's crazy.
Have you always been attracted to someone older? When did you move to Cougar Town?
When I found out the rent was cheaper.
Wait.
Have
That's
you always
crazy.
been attracted to younger women?
No. I've actually, in the last 10 years, all the women I've dated have been older. The youngest woman I've ever dated was 5 years younger. So you're definitely a plot change in my life.
That's crazy.
So in my early 20s,
So
I
she
feel
she wasn't out here just looking for that explicitly, so to say.
like I've dated guys my age in their 20s, but as I got older, my mid 20s, I started to get into more older men. But it's not necessarily like I'm super hyper fixated on like finding just an older guy.
Usually when you find somebody who's older,
So how how does it work?
they're more intelligent, they have more empathy. I reached a point where I really stopped hanging out with anybody that was my age, so it was really natural for me to try to start dating people that were older than me.
How did your family/friends feel about our relationship? Who felt weirdest about it?
Ooh, well, my older sister completely did not agree with it, accept it.
I mean,
She was
she's not a
horrible.
child though, but
then
I guess
my younger sister
28
was
difference.
happy to see me happy.
Yeah.
So
My parents were
If they're both okay with it, it is what it is.
when I first told my
It's kind of a
mom,
lot.
she was like, "What the hell is going on? Like, are you okay?"
I didn't want to say anything at first to anybody.
I didn't tell my parents. I never like specifically said how young you were. And then like later on, I think after a couple years, she's like, "How much younger is he than you?" And I was like, like a few years. So I think that like
What's the age
after
gap?
a
Did they even
decade-
say?
Know his age?
Maybe.
My family and his family, there's no age gap relationships. We're the black sheep at like family holidays.
Oh, that's
Did
tough.
call.
Why am I just
Wait, what did he just
at,
say?
like, family holidays.
My dad did call.
Why am I just now hearing this?
It was like, word has it, you got yourself a new roommate. I was like, a little bit more than that, Dad. He's like, all right, and just left it at that.
That's crazy.
Because he had talked to Aunt Kathy and stuff
God.
about
She hates me.
So I dressed vintage, right? So a friend once said, just because I like to dress in the 50s doesn't mean I have to date anyone in
Oh,
their
that's
50s.
crazy.
that's good. That's a good one.
I have a teenage daughter, so she was a little bit like,
That
dude, what are you doing? But then she got to meet her.
We're really close, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Does she call you her second mom?
No, I don't. I don't even want her to do that.
Yeah. Plus, she has a mom. It's
Yeah,
not.
I'm not trying to like.
She's not her mom.
Yeah, I do see her like as a younger sister though.
okay, the guys in the back watching be adding in a little sauce, little. I don't know, they be trying to go crazy.
For sure, like that's like my best friend. Yeah.
Have you ever felt our age difference is inappropriate?
I did in the very beginning because you're younger than a lot of my friends' children.
Damn,
So I felt,
that's tough.
how did I feel? Not that it was not appropriate, just I felt different. It's like I actually Googled how to
You did.
be in an age gap relationship as the older person.
You did.
There's no imbalance. There's
Oh,
no,
imagine you're hanging out with your friends, and then their kids is coming around, and you're dating somebody younger than them. That shit's crazy.
like power dynamic between us, and I think that's what a lot of people think about most age gap relationships is that like the older person or the older guy, they're taking advantage of the younger girl, but like that's totally not the case for us.
How do I annoy you?
You know, it's just there's a lot of
Did she say, "How do I know you"? I thought they already discussed that.
nagging, I guess, is the best way to.
I think that kind of stems from who's spent longer amount of time as an adult. I always lived on my own, and he always had like roommates, and you just like wouldn't do laundry or like use the frying pan, don't clean it right away. And so I'd nag you to like clean the pan and not leave water sitting in it. But I'm not mad about it. I'm just like,
In what ways do I act my age?
You have memory loss.
That's tough. That's
I would
tough.
say probably your music shows you your age.
You tell everything on TikTok. But you like to, like when she wants to relax, she looks at TikToks and what? Have
She's
I
a
said
TikTok baby?
Well, I guess that.
Sometimes when me
She don't
and
fuck
his
with TikTok.
daughter
She's a
are just,
TikTok
like,
baby.
sitting there and he tells us about something he has already told us before. Me and her just look at each other and we're like,
Roll your eyes.
Yeah,
like,
we're
oh,
just
there's
like-
grandpa.
or
again.
something.
Do people ever get
Wait, he dyes his hair.
Roll your eyes.
Hey, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just
we're just like-
making an observation.
Do people ever get confused that we're a couple?
Yes. We've counted so far 4 times that we have been mistaken for mother-daughter.
Just recently on
Well,
New
it's all-
Year's, you went to
It's also because they're both women, so people might not assume that. But also, even if they weren't, if it was a guy, a boy, then they might still think that it's her
the
son.
ladies' room and the server goes,
But
"Oh,
it might add
not
another layer of complexity.
their daughter," and I'm like, "No, she's my girlfriend," and she was just felt so uncomfortable, like, "Oh, I have friends that are lesbians. They're
All
getting
right.
married this
That's
summer."
crazy.
And, oh, it was funny.
We were at his daughter's high school orientation or something, and like someone was like, "Oh, like, what classes are you gonna sign up for?" Or
That's
something.
tough.
And I'm like, I graduated a long time ago.
How often do we have sex? Do you wish it was more or less?
More.
What?
Truth or drink?
That's crazy.
How much are you really willing to reveal to your friends? If you're looking for a good time,
My guy said more. Hey, the testosterone running through him.
I
We
would
don't have
say-
enough time in the day.
I would say on average it's about 5 to 14 times a week. So I could always use more. I could always use
5
more.
to 14? Oh no, he's different. Oh no, he's different. 5 to 14? My guy is busting 5 to 14 times a week? And he said he can always use more. All right, well, let's break that down, right? On the high end, 14 divided by 7 is clearly 2 times a day. He can always use more. So if we escalated that to 3 times a day, we have morning, night, and middle of the day. Well, you're busting 3 times a day? And that becomes 21 times a week? Oh no, he's different. Oh, he's different. His stamina's elite. He's on another level.
Into that age where if I give him more, his heart will probably stop.
All right, that's crazy.
How often do we have sex? Do you wish it was more or less?
Definitely more.
I would say same.
Okay.
What's stopping you?
If we're being like a little more serious about it, I struggle a little with intimacy because of previous trauma, and so
overall, it seems like the older person really trying to get it in some more. They still word they hit in the cougarness.
it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to get into that safe space of being comfortable, and it doesn't have anything to do with you.
I know.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too.
If someone were to fuck up this relationship, who would it be?
I think it would be me. And in terms of like fuck up this relationship, it could
Is that off-white tee? It's just a regular white tee, but it says off-white.
be
I didn't even know they made those.
cheating. We've talked about it before, but like, of course, I would never cheat on you. That's just awful. I love your daughter, and I love your family, and I love you. So
I mean, I think there's life experiences that you haven't had that
Like
some
what?
women can go through some big changes between, I think, 27 and 32. So I'm kind of, I'm on high alert to be like, she's dipping.
yeah.
But I hope you don't.
What are the negative ways our age difference has affected our relationship?
They didn't say this.
Me
Their
being
age gap, I think.
adulthood, that means I have that much more time having experiences or challenges, or like, do you feel like you missed out on your 20s?
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Did you feel like you grew up right away? Because all of a sudden you were dating someone who was a professional, who had this career.
Yeah, that's a fair question, and I felt like I had to make sacrifices of what my pursuits were because Pam is like our breadwinner, so I have to prioritize like doing all of these tasks at home, and sometimes that can wear down on you.
If we got pregnant right
So,
now,
so she making money. That's what it sounds like.
we want to do?
I'm gonna get rid of that baby.
Damn. Off rip. He's done.
I don't want kids.
I wouldn't mind having another child at all.
Huh.
We've actually
boy.
I
want a boy.
Yeah.
If we got pregnant right now, what would we want to do?
Yeah, we've been trying to have a kid for a while now, so.
Yeah, it's
That's tough. They'll be all right.
The good news is my
they'll get a
health
kid.
checks out and my blood work checks out and everything checks out. But being 42, I'm still hopeful, but you just kind of have to have patience and acceptance. We did have a loss, and that makes it a little bit harder too. So
Tough.
we would
That's tough.
welcome that, I think. So now I feel like I need a shot.
Do it.
So anybody out there going through hard times,
Yes.
you're not alone.
Probably one of my favorite collections. It's our classic shapewear.
Bro,
that's
I
just
really
extreme
miss when my ad blocker would
all
hit.
this shapewear ever.
Cause that's annoying.
Between us, who's gonna die first?
All right. That's tough.
Me.
Okay.
You,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's me. Yeah, it's
That's
me. Honestly, so.
I don't really focus on that.
I want to enjoy now.
I think I'm gonna die first.
I mean,
Wait,
I feel like
what?
it's gonna be close.
Oh hell
You're
no!
probably-
My guy's pessimistic.
No.
I think I'm gonna die first.
Why?
I mean, I feel like it's gonna be close. You're probably just gonna live a lot longer than you ever expected in your 90s. And he's like, why am I still here?
The trade-off is that I'm gonna be a grumpy old man
But you
sooner.
already are.
I yelled at some high school kids today.
Wait, what?
Between us,
Okay, well, their age gap has to be more than 5 for them to be on this video. I'm assuming, because if it's less than 5, like what? Is it really age gap? And they wouldn't be speaking the way they are. If she's 42, he has to be under 35. Under 35. Talking about you're gonna die first. I mean, she's a good amount older than you. How would you even think to do? Why?
who's gonna die first?
Oh, oh, that's an easy one.
Oh God, I'm gonna get teary-eyed.
That would probably
sad.
most likely be me.
I need a tissue.
Yeah. This
God.
this is actually thought about, believe it or not. And I think every time we've ever had a little bit of a discussion, this is how it ends right here.
I'm just a crybaby.
So
Don't you start. But I mean, I know we're gonna get some good years.
Oh, I didn't
together.
even see
We're
that
gonna be
neck
together for
tattoo.
Decades.
yeah.
Her
I
chin.
thought about this because I'm like, I wouldn't want her to be with me when I'm old and going to doctor's appointments all the time. And I want you to live, you know, and be happy.
I love you.
I love you too, but I wouldn't want, you know, to put you through that.
You're
so
my best friend.
you're my best friend too. But I think if we got married, it's like it ends at 65, and then like then you would have to
That's 7 years.
wait. Is it?
Yeah.
Wait. All right, that's
I don't
crazy.
think of me as being that old, but yeah, you're right. I think this makes sense.
I think this needs
think-
more. No.
Okay. Okay. We can discuss this later.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe to 70.
Is this forever love? Seems like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's gonna be forever and way beyond that.
When we're ghosts, we're gonna be in love.
How do people even like get into an age gap relationship? If you're the older person, do you like seek a younger person? And if you're the younger person, do you seek the older person? Because overall, a younger person is gonna look at the older person and not consider that relationship, right? You're like, oh, it's like an older person. Or is it like they're both open to it and then they both just end up seeing how it works? I don't know. How does that work? I don't
Is
know.
this forever love?
I think so,
Until one of us dies.
which is gonna be me.
And
Why?
Yeah.
My guy is
Love you,
pessimistic.
sweetie.
I love you, sweetie.
And
I
he's
think no
not, she's
matter-
not even saying anything about it. Like, are you comfortable with him being that pessimistic? He's young. That's insane.
What happens at 65 or 66 that I'm still going to love you and I'm still going to be your best friend. And I don't want it to end at 66, but I just, we'll talk. Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too.
We did it.
We did it.
Good job.
Yeah.
W video from Cut. How's a W?